in pursuit of a good hair day. So what if I told you you could eat your way to your hair goals? Here with foods and nutrients to help our hair is holistic nutritionist Joy McCarthy. Joy, it's great to see you. How you doing?
Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you. Thanks for having me back.
Well, you have a good head of hair, and we are talking about hair health today. So I love hearing that there's a way to improve it from the inside. Let's talk a little bit about what some of the hair concerns that you see out there are.
Yeah, totally. So people share their hair concerns with me all the time, and oftentimes people want to just resort to different products. While products are great and can help, I really like to focus on healthy hair from the inside out. But let's first talk about some fun hair facts.
Yes.
So your hair is actually the fastest growing tissue in the body. Technically, it's dead. Like your hair is dead tissue, but your hair follicle is very much alive. And your hair is made of keratin, which is a protein, and it's the same thing as in an animal's hooves, in a bird's beak. So it's actually the same material, which is kind of an interesting fact. And people always say, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but people always seem to notice that their hair does grow a little bit faster in the summer. And this is for everybody. And the reason is when it's warmer outside, this boosts circulation. And when we have better circulation, then nutrients get more easily delivered to the cell, to the follicles for healthy hair.
That totally makes sense. Just another reason why I love summer. Summer is a good time. You do hear about people's hair concerns, and I'm wondering, does the type of hair you have, whether it be straight, wavy, curly, or coily, does it make a difference in the types of concerns people have?
Yeah, that's a great question. So there are sort of universal concerns that everyone has, no matter what type of hair. And so I wanted to first start out with hair loss, because this is one I hear a lot, or just thinning hair. And so I have here some foods that I wanted to show you that are rich in iron, because iron is a very important mineral because it helps to make hemoglobin. And hemoglobin helps deliver oxygen and nutrients for growth and repair of cells, especially to the hair follicle. So you want to make sure that you're getting enough iron, and if someone is experiencing hair loss, I always suggest is sort of like the first thing to do is get your iron levels checked. So I have here both plant-based and animal-based sources of iron. Of course, we have spinach. Cook it lightly for better absorption of iron, and make sure you have some fat in there too. We have lentils, a fantastic source of plant-based iron. Eggs, of course. Eggs are one of my favorite superfoods, rich in iron and also other B vitamins, and then nuts and seeds. And, you know, there are so many other foods that are a great source of iron as well.
Yeah, I guess you do get that a lot from folks wanting to know what to do about hair loss. We figured since we have you here, we're gonna ask you all sorts of questions. So T's in the house. She's got a hair question for you. T, what do you want to throw at Joy?
Awesome.
Well, I've been wearing my hair in braids for so many years. You know that. And it was a protective style.
Yeah.
So now that I've gone natural, it's very susceptible to breakage. So what vitamins should I be taking?
Yes.
Good question.
So when your hair it feels like brittle, it breaks really easily, you really want to focus on B vitamins. And one B vitamin in particular called biotin has been shown in people to be deficient. People who have sort of dry, brittle hair are often low in biotin. Now, B vitamins, I always recommend if you're going to take a supplement, take the B complex, get all of the different B vitamins, but we're talking food today. So I do have some foods here, and there's animal foods and plant-based foods that are a rich source of biotin to help you have healthy, strong hair. So we have here salmon. So sardines are also great. By the way, this smells terrible, but they taste so good. I love sardines. With a little bit of salt and fresh lime juice, you'll forget all about the smell. Broccoli sprouts. These are incredible powerhouses, and you can grow them so easily, and they are rich in B vitamins, which are great for hair health. And of course, avocados. Bananas are a good source of B vitamins as well.
You must be eating some of that stuff because you have very healthy hair, T.
It's pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah,
I can't complain, but it was protective for many
healthy.
years. That's why it's that healthy.
For sure. I mean, when you came out of the pandemic and your natural hair was like flowing, I was like, oh my gosh, you're doing something right. Good for you. And good answer, Joy. Thank you for that. Protein is up next. So what hair concerns of need more protein?
Well, it really supports hair growth. When you hear people say my hair grows so slowly, I always want to encourage people to make sure they get enough protein in their diet. And I think especially with women, I feel, over the years being a nutritionist and looking at many people's food journals, I feel like a lot of women are lacking in getting enough adequate protein. So protein is really key for hair growth, healthy hair. And so I have a variety of different proteins here. I have some chickpeas, I have some hemp hearts. Hemp hearts are fantastic, like 2 to 3 teaspoons gives you like 10 grams of protein. And you probably notice there's definitely synergies across all these different foods because I have eggs again. I love eggs because they're a low cost, high source of protein. And remember, as I mentioned in the beginning, your hair is literally made of protein. Even though hair is dead tissue, the hair follicle requires protein for healthy hair.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love hemp hearts. So it's great to hear that they are giving me the protein that I need. Let's talk a little bit about dry, itchy scalp. That can be a tough one, especially as we're getting into the colder season. What should we be eating to deal with that?
Yeah, totally. And also, when people, their scalp gets flaky. And so what I really want people to think about is creating moisture from the inside out. So you want to eat more healthy fats. And the benefit of this is also the fact that it makes your hair shinier. You want to eat enough fats because this helps the sebaceous glands in the scalp produce more oil, and oil is what gives your hair a natural shine. Now don't worry, some people say, well, my hair is too oily, I'm nervous of eating fats, I don't want my hair to get oilier. If you're eating good fats, that's not going to happen, so don't worry about that. But I do have lots of good fats that you want to focus on eating. Sunflower seeds, ghee, olives and olive oil. I have a nut butter here. Flax seeds and flax oil are also fantastic. Fish oil capsules I have to create moisture from the inside out. And one more thing I want to mention is that when you're eating enough omega-3 fatty acids that you get from a fish oil or you get from fish, this also helps to reduce inflammation in the body, helps to balance hormones, and that's a whole other topic we could discuss. Not for today, but the importance of hormonal balance for hair health.
Oh my gosh, that's a whole other show. Full hour on hormonal health.
Yeah,
Let me tell you about it. Joy, thank you so much. Great information there
My
for
pleasure.
all of us. So good.